Money controls so much of our lives, our choices, our stress, and even our happiness. But most people are never really taught how to think about money. Instead, we grow up fearing it, chasing it, or feeling like we never have enough. But what if the way we see money is completely wrong? This video is going to change the way you think about money forever. By the end, you'll not only understand money better, you'll know how to use it to build real freedom, security, and even happiness. Here's what we're diving into. 1. Why almost everyone worries about money, even people who seem rich. 2. The biggest mistakes we make when making financial decisions and how to fix them. 3. How to escape the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle and start building true independence. 4. The emotional side of money, why it controls us more than we realize. 5. How to actually use money to increase happiness. Hint, it's not what you think. 6. The secrets to raising financially smart kids and breaking the cycle of money stress. 7. And finally, how to redefine financial success so that you are in control, not your bank account. This isn't just another video about saving, budgeting, or getting rich. It's about rethinking money completely, what it means, how it shapes our decisions, and how we can use it as a tool for a better life. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to learn could change your entire future. Let's get started. The way people think about money is often ruled by fear. No matter how much or how little they have, it seems almost everyone carries some level of anxiety about it. The wealthy worry about losing what they've built, while those in debt feel trapped, unsure if they'll ever break free. Society has conditioned people to believe that financial security is always just out of reach, no matter their circumstances. This creates a cycle where people are constantly chasing more, believing that just a little extra will finally bring peace. But if fear is the foundation of financial decisions, then no amount of money will ever be enough. A major reason for this struggle is something called narrow framing. People tend to look at each financial decision in isolation, reacting to immediate needs and short-term gains without considering the bigger picture. They save and borrow at the same time, not realizing they are working against themselves. They panic over small losses and celebrate minor gains, never stepping back to see the full arc of their financial life. This limited perspective leads to choices that feel necessary in the moment but create long-term instability. The key to making better decisions isn't just about earning more, it's about thinking differently. The real power lies in seeing money through a long-term lens. Instead of making choices based on immediate emotions, stepping back and viewing finances as an ongoing journey can lead to far better outcomes. It's about asking bigger questions. What kind of financial life do I want to build over the next 10, 20, or 30 years? What habits will serve me not just today, but in the future? When people shift from reacting to planning, from fearing money to understanding it, they gain control. Money stops being a source of stress and starts becoming a tool, one that works in their favor instead of against them. Financial independence begins in the mind. The first step to true financial freedom isn't about earning more. It's about shifting how money is perceived. Too many people see themselves as servants to the economy, moving through life dictated by financial pressures and cultural expectations. But real freedom comes from recognizing that money is a tool, not a master. When the constant push for more is replaced with intentional choices, financial decisions become empowering rather than stressful. Breaking free from the mindset that money controls life is the foundation for every other step toward independence. Once the mind is free, the next challenge is escaping debt. Debt is one of the greatest obstacles to financial independence, trapping people in an endless cycle of repayment that limits their future choices. The first step to breaking free isn't just paying off what's owed, it's stopping the habit of going deeper into debt. Recognizing the long-term cost of borrowing can shift priorities, making it easier to avoid unnecessary purchases in the moment. Many people who once felt crushed by debt have eliminated it in just a few years through a combination of discipline, awareness, and consistent effort. Freedom from debt isn't just about money. It's about reclaiming the future. Even without debt, life can be unpredictable. That's why having an emergency fund is essential. Without savings to fall back on, Unexpected expenses or job loss can throw even the most disciplined person back into financial instability. The goal isn't to hoard wealth, but to create a safety net, a cushion that prevents setbacks from turning into crises. A well-built emergency fund, with enough to cover 6 months of living expenses, removes the constant anxiety of what if and replaces it with confidence in any situation. Beyond covering emergencies, true financial independence comes from building long-term security. Savings alone aren't enough. Money must work on its own. Investing in assets that generate passive income transforms financial stability into lasting independence. Whether through smart investments, rental properties, or other income-generating strategies, creating a system where money grows without constant effort is the final step toward financial freedom. Over time, this shift from relying solely on earned income to benefiting from passive income allows for more choices, more freedom, and ultimately a life where money serves rather than controls. Money isn't just numbers on a page, it's deeply emotional. Every financial decision carries weight, and for many, money is tied to feelings of security, success, or even self-worth. But reacting emotionally to every financial high and low can lead to poor choices. Sudden losses might trigger panic, causing impulsive decisions, while unexpected gains might lead to overconfidence and reckless spending. The key is to step back, take a broader view, and avoid letting emotions dictate financial behavior. Wins and losses will always come, but maintaining a steady mindset prevents short-term fluctuations from derailing long-term goals. Beyond emotional control, financial success is built on understanding the power of compound interest. It's one of the simplest, yet most overlooked financial principles. Money that earns interest begins to grow exponentially over time. Unfortunately, many people fail to grasp how this applies both positively and negatively. Those who save and invest wisely can watch their wealth multiply with minimal effort, while those who carry high-interest debt see their financial burdens increase just as rapidly. Recognizing the impact of compound interest early can make the difference between long-term stability and lifelong struggle. But none of this matters without financial literacy. Understanding money, how it works, how it grows, and how to manage it, is one of the most critical skills a person can develop. Many enter adulthood without ever learning the basics, leading to years of costly mistakes. Yet financial literacy isn't about knowing every investment strategy or market trend. It's about making informed choices. Those who take the time to educate themselves about budgeting, investing, and financial planning gain a significant advantage. The ability to manage money wisely isn't just for the wealthy. It's a skill anyone can develop, and it has the power to transform a financial future. Money and happiness have a complicated relationship. It's often said that money can't buy happiness, but that's not entirely true. Studies show that how money is spent makes all the difference. When used wisely on meaningful experiences, personal growth, or supporting loved ones, money can contribute to a fulfilling and joyful life. The key is understanding that happiness doesn't come from simply having more, but from using financial resources in ways that enrich life. One of the most effective ways to maximize happiness is by prioritizing experiences over possessions. Material things lose their appeal over time, becoming just another part of the background. The thrill of a new car, gadget, or designer item fades quickly, while memories from a special trip, a concert with friends, or a shared adventure stay vivid for years. Experiences create lasting joy, often deepening relationships and adding richness to life in ways that material possessions simply can't. Perhaps the most surprising factor in money and happiness is generosity. Giving, whether through charitable donations, small acts of kindness, or helping a friend in need, has been consistently linked to increased well-being. It shifts focus outward, creating a sense of purpose and connection. The joy of giving isn't just about the recipient, it also benefits the giver, reinforcing the idea that money, when used thoughtfully, can be a powerful tool for happiness. Most children grow up without a real understanding of money. They see their parents spending, but rarely hear conversations about how money is earned, saved, or invested. By the time they reach adulthood, many have already developed poor financial habits, often leading to stress and debt. The lack of financial education in families and schools creates a cycle where money remains a mystery, leaving young adults unprepared for real-world financial challenges. Breaking this cycle starts with open and honest discussions about money from an early age. Teaching financial responsibility doesn't have to be stressful or complicated. Simple habits like giving kids an allowance and helping them budget their spending can lay a strong foundation. However, it's important to separate chores from allowances. When kids are paid for every task, they might only work when money is involved, rather than understanding the value of responsibility. Instead, an allowance should be a tool for teaching decision-making, while chores should be seen as a normal part of contributing to the household. One of the most valuable lessons parents can teach is allowing kids to make financial mistakes while the stakes are low. A child who spends all their allowance on candy and regrets it learns a powerful lesson in budgeting without major consequences. It's far better for them to experience small financial setbacks early in life than to enter adulthood without the skills to manage their income, avoid debt, and build financial security. Giving children the freedom to make mistakes while guiding them through the learning process prepares them for a lifetime of smart financial choices. For so long, society has taught that more is always better. More money, more possessions, more success. But this endless pursuit often leads to stress, exhaustion, and a deep feeling of never having enough. People chase financial growth without asking whether it actually improves their lives. The idea that happiness comes from accumulating wealth is one of the biggest myths of modern life. True fulfillment isn't found in endless consumption. It's found in knowing what truly matters. The key to financial freedom isn't about reaching a specific dollar amount. It's about discovering your personal enough. Enough isn't about limitation or scarcity. It's about clarity. It's about having what you need to live a meaningful, fulfilling life without excess that adds stress rather than value. For some, enough might mean a simple home, financial security, and time with loved ones. For others, it might include travel, creative pursuits, or charitable giving. The definition of enough is personal, but finding it brings a sense of peace that no amount of wealth alone can provide. Aligning money with purpose is the final step toward real financial independence. Money should serve a bigger vision for life, not control it. Instead of being driven by external pressures, like status, trends, or social expectations, financial decisions should be guided by values and long-term fulfillment. The goal isn't just to accumulate wealth, but to use it intentionally, to create experiences, support meaningful causes, and design a life that reflects true priorities. When money is managed with purpose, it stops being a source of stress and becomes a tool for freedom and joy. For too long, money has been a source of fear, stress, and confusion. People either chase it endlessly or struggle under its weight, rarely pausing to ask, what is this all for? But financial freedom isn't about having unlimited wealth. It's about having clarity, control, and peace of mind. Mastering money starts with shifting perspective. Fear fades when we stop seeing finances as an uncontrollable force and start recognizing our own power over it. Decision-making improves when we look beyond the short term and focus on patterns that shape our future. True independence begins when we break free from debt, build security, and invest in a way that creates lasting stability. But money isn't just numbers on a page. It's deeply emotional. Understanding financial psychology helps us make better choices, and embracing financial literacy ensures we have the tools to do so. Learning how to spend wisely on experiences, relationships, and generosity brings more happiness than any material possession ever could. The next generation depends on us to break the cycle of financial ignorance. Teaching children about money early on empowers them to make smarter choices and avoid the pitfalls of debt and reckless spending. Giving them the freedom to make small mistakes today prevents financial disasters in the future. The old roadmap of endless growth and consumption is broken. More is not always better. Instead, finding your personal enough, the balance between financial security and meaningful living, brings the kind of wealth that truly matters. Aligning money with purpose allows you to live fully, free from unnecessary stress and focused on what genuinely brings joy and fulfillment. Financial freedom isn't a number. It's a mindset, a strategy, and a commitment to living with intention. The choice is yours. Will you let money control your life, or will you take charge and make it work for you?